Hello, beautiful kings and queens. How you living? How you feeling? Welcome back to another TatyTedTalk. Today I'm here with a special guest. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
My name is Alex, and you can find me on Instagram at always.alex with two X's.
I will be putting that up. Go ahead, tap in, go follow, all that good stuff. And today we're gonna have some juicy topics. We're gonna start off with talking about the truth of relationships, or about relationships.
But hold up, before we start though, I want to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say I'm proud of you. You're doing an amazing job, and you are a beautiful black woman doing your thing. Absolutely, keep shining for sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. And excited to get into this talk for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So the first question I have for you is, do you feel like you could be with somebody that isn't on the same maturity level as you?
Nah.
And why?
That's actually a really good question. Same maturity level? Nah. Because I feel like when y'all have disagreements, it's always going to be like somebody's going to be up here, somebody's going to be down here when it comes to like, because when it comes to like conversations, serious conversations, when it comes to like relationships and disagreements, like one person I feel like is going to have, I feel like it's always going to be somebody's have a more maturity level than the other person. So, yeah, I feel like, how do I want to word it? Okay, so when it comes to like disagreements or like serious things in a relationship and somebody is at a lower maturity level, I feel like you're never going to see eye to eye. Like, and then also too, when it comes to like somebody expressing themselves, it might not be received a certain way, or how the person is looking for it to be received when it comes to certain conversations, because they may be looking at it at a lower maturity level, and yeah, and so the way that they're receiving it, it could be more so like they're kind of receiving it more for themselves rather than the relationship. And so I feel like if you have a more like mature mindset, like you receive more things with it, like not looking at it as the intentions of, oh, this person's trying to come for me, or oh, this person is trying to like target you. Yeah, like you're looking at it more so like, okay, this is something that somebody may have an issue with within our relationship, so they're bringing it to me for the betterment of me. It could be for the betterment of, you know, that person or the relationship, or in total, and both.
Do you feel like you always knew that, or you feel like you had to learn through experience?
Nah, definitely learning through experience for sure. I feel like everything in life, you kind of like hone in on it as you just experience more life, as you mature, get older. Yeah. Yeah. Can I ask you like return questions?
Yeah.
So can I ask you like just your perspective on that? Like, could you do that? Be with somebody who's not as mature?
I could not. I don't mind learning and teaching things with a partner, but I can't be a teacher at all times. Like, I gotta be able to feel like my cup is being filled, and like you said, I do have to feel like I'm being received in the way that's how I'm trying to deliver it, and also too, like I had to learn on my own quality delivery in order to be heard. So it's like, I know that that's definitely plays a big part. And if you're with someone who doesn't know how to necessarily deliver to you and know the audience and who they're talking to, then it's like you're gonna be having two different conversations at the same time, and it's not gonna really be like much, like, you know,
It's not gonna resonate.
Yeah.
And also too, I'm glad that you said that, because I feel like maturity also has two aspects to it. It's how you're dishing it out, and also how it's being received. So just like how you said, like how you were saying you had to work on like your delivery as well as like receiving it as well. So I feel like there's two aspects to being mature, like within a conversation.
And I think sometimes too, it's real easy to like get very selfish with your feelings. Like it's very easy to sit there and think like your feelings are sometimes priority to the conversation again. But I definitely think attacking like a problem as if it's y'all versus the problem versus that like you're doing something to me type thing. That's definitely like a big thing I had to learn, and just like verbiage, like learning how to word it in a way that's like not so like you did this versus
Absolutely.
Like, you made
Yeah.
me feel,
Yeah.
like or like stuff like that. Because like I don't like being told what I did.
Yeah.
Like if that comes to play, then I'm gonna be like nah. Speak for your feelings, not for someone else, because like that can just deter the conversation a whole different way.
Yeah, that's very important too, is like how certain things are being said, because like your intentions could be one way, but how you say it and your wording could say something totally different.
Absolutely.
So that's very important too.
Intentions is it's a very big thing. Being intentional, I should say. And we can definitely tie that in. Like, what's like your biggest thing that you feel like you have to be intentional when it comes to like relationships? Like, I know it's not just one thing, so a couple things that you feel like really speak to you when it comes to being intentional.
Intentional with just how you spend your time and who you spend your time with, because I feel like a big part of like your energy as a person goes into like the time and the energy of the company that you keep and like the people that you are around. So I feel like being intentional with just like who you're giving your energy to, whether it be like somebody that you're interested in, romantically, because that's kind of what we're speaking on, like just really being intentional with like your romantic interests, and just making sure that's intentional, because if you just out here just willy-nilly with everybody, you're gonna have your energy all over the place. So
Do you feel like you're the type that's able to distribute your energy and also be able to balance like being with one specific suitor?
You said one specific what?
Like a suitor, like one person, and like still being able to like what do you? How do I word this? The process of like getting to know someone.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're more so on the ends of like you like you don't put all your eggs in one basket type of shit? Egg, like picks out. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I got you. So I say like when I was younger, I would say I was more so like kind of having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I entertain like more than one person, kind of like fill out, who I'm more interested in. But I feel like as I kind of get older, like just going back to like being more intentional, just speaking on like being more intentional, I feel like as you get older, like you just kind of take life more seriously. You know what I'm saying? So how old do you think I am?
Has your frontal lobe developed yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
24. That's your guess? 24. I'm actually 29. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I turned 30 in February.
You're a Aquarius?
Nah, Pisces.
Even worse. But you're a water sign. You're a Filipino. Okay, I'm a Cancer. Wow, 29. Okay,
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Black don't crack.
Indeed.
Facts. Yeah, I just feel like as you get older, like you just take life more seriously, especially when it comes to like relationships, because I think one of the biggest things like in life is the person that you choose to spend the rest of your life with. So that's definitely important.
How do you view spending the rest of your life? Some people don't believe in marriage, some people do. And how like important is that to you?
It's very important to me, especially like I say my mindset kind of shifted because I was kind of like in a rush, because I feel like a lot of people felt like, oh, by 25 I want to be married, I want to have kids, I want to have a house. But it's like it sound good, right? It sound good, but that's just not the reality for most people. So but marriage is definitely important to me. Like I think it's very beautiful to find like your person and to really like build and grow with that person into something that's just beautiful. And like weddings are just so beautiful to me. Yeah. And just like seeing two people come together and like really grow, and like it's just them. Like nothing else really matters outside of them. Like, there's stuff that matters outside of them, but ultimately it's those two people like it's those two people like doing life together.
Have you ever had like an example of commitment in your life, like parents, stuff like that, or is it something that you just always wanted? Like, is there a reason that you had to yearn for it?
I say my grandparents, like my grandma and my grandpa, like, and I feel like that kind of speaks to like the older generation. Like you really see that with like a lot of the older generation. They've been together for 50 years. They've been married for 30. Yeah. So definitely my grandparents, like just seeing them really just hold it down for decades, you know. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Like to just even just thinking about like spending decades with one person. Like
I feel like that shit sounds cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've always wanted it because I've seen the opposite of it, and it's so normalized to be uncommitted to it. It's so normalized to be okay with just like one and done type shit. Keep going. So I definitely think that it's something that I want to break that curse.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
I don't feel like that should be the normal. Right. I don't like not to say I don't really care about the baby outside of marriage or anything like that, but I don't prefer to like that.
Right.
I want to be married, to have kids. Like I want the typical marriage, baby, keep it pushing type shit. But I definitely like foundation. I think like people don't know how to build a foundation. I'm still learning personally, but like foundation is not important to this generation of people that I be seeing me personally. Because shit, people don't who they're getting with, or they just don't take the time to really understand the person that they're with. Instead, like it's more surface level, or like it just seems like people view it very simply. And I'm like a very in-depth thinker, so I can't be with somebody who can't think as deeply as me.
This is all like surface level.
Yeah, I can't do surface level. Like that shit don't do nothing for me. That shit don't.
Yeah, you definitely got to start off on like a firm foundation for sure. Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to boundaries. Like, what boundaries have you set for yourself? Or matter of fact, what's your non-negotiables?
The non-negotiables.
Relationships.
Non-negotiables. So I would definitely say like for me, a big one for me, because we kind of like touched on kids. I love kids, but I gotta have them be my own. Like I'm not trying to go into a situation and you already got nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do. But for me personally, like if I'm gonna be spending time with a child, investing in a child, like I want it to be my own from that woman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't play the stepdaddy. I don't do that.
I'm not being a stepmom.
Right.
I don't know. I can't really be mad about like someone saying that. Well, one, I want a kid.
Yeah.
But two, like I just couldn't see myself investing in two people, especially I'm younger than them. So like me personally, I don't see myself being like, oh hell yeah, let me go play stepmommy.
Right.
And like it's not even a depth of commitment yet, or just like you are getting into someone. But yeah, like even when you are getting like into someone, sometimes two people don't be letting you know until feelings are already involved. And I feel like it's definitely a touchy subject because everybody's different. But like me personally, I feel like that's something you need to say up for.
Yeah.
You know that there's a potential for somebody to be interested in you. The least you could do is give them the option to choose.
Right, the
like,
option, yeah.
Like that's when she started getting messy.
Absolutely.
You're already feeling someone, now you find out they got a little
Right.
Like, that's kind of crazy.
Absolutely. Nah, I feel that for sure. Absolutely.
But other non-negotiables? Just a no, baby.
Let me think. I feel like I have certain ones in my head, but I feel like sometimes they like pop up as I like spend time with somebody. But like definitely the child, I would say like for me personally, like I know everybody got their vices, but like I don't drink and I don't smoke. So like that's like nah, I have before. Yeah. I have my time with it.
I love it for you.
Yeah, I have my time with it, but yeah, so like I don't drink or smoke, so it's like ain't nothing wrong with it. But I feel like if you have somebody that's like that's their vices, I feel like at some point like it's gonna clash a little bit, because it's like if y'all don't align, it's gonna be like, oh, they want to go drink or they want to go smoke, and you just like you just there. So just having those like similar interests, I feel like is very important. So I would say that's like one thing for me. Two,
could you be with someone who's not also a fellow creative?
Who's not a fellow creative?
Yeah.
Like a creative in general?
Somebody who doesn't have that creative drive. Like low-key being on some like typical matrix type of thought process. Like there's some people like, well, I don't know if this is your thought process, but like there's some that think that they can make like their passion a profit, and there's some that think that you can't profit off your passions.
No, you can definitely profit off your passion for sure. For sure. Nah, I gotta be with somebody creative. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I'm such a creative person. So it's like having a person that's also like equally as creative, or even if you have like just that little bit of creativeness, like us connecting might bring even more creativeness out of you. You know what I'm saying? And just having like that person that's also creative, and y'all can kind of like bounce off of each other with like different ideas and stuff like that. I think that's something that's very beautiful as well, like within a relationship too.
For sure. I definitely feel like I couldn't be with someone who doesn't see it as something that's like worth putting attention into, because like to some it might just be a painting, it might just be, you know, content, but like or it might just be fashion. But to me it's like a way deeper level, it's part of my life. So it's like they view hobbies as just hobbies. Like I view my hobby as more so passions. More so things I fell in love with, or like learn how to navigate myself through. So it's like if it's someone that I'm with that doesn't have the same depth to how they see or view things, then that's the only time I feel like it wouldn't be able to work. Or they're not like open to learning. Like, that's my biggest thing. Definitely gotta be open to it. Yeah. You know, you can do your thing, you want to do that, but I also couldn't see myself as just a typical person that just want to 9 to 5 straight by the book. Like, that's just not me. I got too much of an open mind. You got to be pursuing something outside of that. Like, you have to be pursuing something for yourself. Like, if you're not, or like anybody who's not wanting to better themselves or enhance themselves as a person, like if you don't view yourself as a constant evolution, I could never see myself with anyone like that. Like, it doesn't, like I said, the depth. If you see shit very too deep and yeah, you gotta have like a more open mind about life in general. Yeah, for sure. And it's also gonna show too, like when it comes to like, even if you like going back to like fashion and being passionate about fashion, like it's gonna show. Like you gonna show like, okay, I'm passionate about fashion because you could see it. Like I'm popping out with crazy fits. Like you can see the time I'm putting into them, like putting the creativity behind it. If you're making content behind it, like you're gonna be able to tell. Absolutely. It's a respect level. If it's somebody that can respect it and also support, because like support's a big thing. I wouldn't want anybody in my corner that doesn't support those things. So that too. If you can't reciprocate the support, because I know I'm a lot to support. So it's like if I don't feel like you don't have to love what I do, but you gotta love me through what I do. Like, you gotta be able to do that and support me. You know, absolutely. Like, do your own thing at the same time. Like, absolutely. I can't be with somebody who gets so infatuated that they lose themselves. Because I definitely have in the past, but that's why I wouldn't be with somebody who that anxious attachment kind of vibe, like getting so infatuated and just locked in with your person. That like, it's good to be. I love a healthy obsession. Like, niggas gotta have stuff going for themselves. For that, like, that's not gonna work. I feel that for sure. And it's definitely important having like your person in your corner too, as well. Like when you were saying, what'd you say about support? Yeah, support. Like definitely having that person, like at least having the open mind. Like if you're not going to be on that same creative level, at least having that open mind to be able to like show your support for your person. Like not being like, oh, this doesn't really fully align with me, I'm not really fully at a creative mind like my person, so I'm gonna just fall back. Nah, like step into being supportive and being in their corner for sure. Even if like you can't fully understand it, like at least understand it to the level where you can be supportive. So that's important for sure. What's your non-negotiables? Common decency is like a really big one. Like I don't know, I was raised with some morals and principles, so and that's not as common as I thought nowadays. So like just like little things matter to me. Like if it's certain things, because I be thinking like I need to be somebody that can teach a child something and like foundations, and I would want to teach a child. So it's like if you can't respect people and like customer service, you can't just be a decent person. Like if you don't got no chivalry, like if you're not chivalrous, like little things like that. Not my type of respect. Yeah. Like, that just doesn't hold weight to me. Or just respect, like respecting people as people, not even just you respect me because I'm your partner, but like respect me as a person, like being considering me, like yeah, like I just want to feel valued the way that I value people.
Mm. And being loving and like loving and kind to everybody.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna sugarcoat you like, oh, you need to be like this person. I can be an asshole. I'm pretty straightforward. But it's not like I'm just some like sugarcoated this type of John. No, like I be cut around the corner sometimes, but like, I do like respect. Like I can still be a mad person, still not fucking somebody else. Like I definitely care about that because I know it's easy to like get influenced, but I also know that we've grown enough to know how to compartmentalize. So I feel like you're not able to do that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, disrespect is a no go for me. Like that is just nah.
I feel that.
Can't communicate like productively. Like I don't feel like getting triggered. So me personally.
Communication, that's a big one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. If you can't communicate, it grinds like this. I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, it's cool. It's peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? It's peaches and cream. You know, you like I can work with little things. So, like, if I gotta teach principles behind communication,
and also too, like with communication, I feel like what is equally as important that coincides with that is comprehension as well. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to say.
Yeah.
Communication and comprehension. So they definitely go hand in hand. So you can say anything all day long, but if somebody not open to listen to what you're saying, you're talking to a wall.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's your non-negotiables?
I think that's all.
Touch on like a couple of them.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, that's
okay. I want to add one more in too, unless you had another one.
Go ahead. No, I'm gonna ponder.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing one.
Okay. I would say for me, like, I want to say like two. Okay, this one's a quick one. So like, first one is like being loud, because I'm not a loud person at all. Like, and I don't like being around loud people. Like, if I'm out, like especially in public, like if we out in public, like, and I see like people just being loud, like, or like
obnoxious, or like
like obnoxious, like yeah, like obnoxiously loud. Like I don't know, because I'm a very soft spoken person. Like I'm not loud or anything like that. I don't even like to raise my voice or yell a lot of times, but like yeah, just I don't know. Like when I see people like out in public and they're just loud for no reason, it just no. So like being around somebody who's like loud, like especially if you my person, like, or that probably wouldn't even get to that point honestly, but yeah, just like somebody who's just overly loud for no reason. Outgoing.
Right. So do you think there's a difference between outgoing and being loud?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when I say like loud, like you at like a restaurant, you just like loud for no reason, like y'all just being rowdy. Yeah, like y'all just being rowdy. Like, but if you're like energetic and you're outgoing, that's totally different, because like you're just expressing yourself, and that's just genuinely who you are as a person. So that's cool. I definitely respect that. But like if you just out and about and you just being rowdy for no reason, like especially when people get drunk, that jump be blowing me.
Yeah. If you can't handle either, you just get belligerent.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
If you're trying to buck at somebody or possessive, I feel like I like to let them theory. I want to see what you're gonna do without me telling you. I'm not about to sit here and try to put you on a leash. Don't do this. I don't feel like that's for one. I don't want to be with somebody who makes me feel like I gotta do it in the first place. If you don't know how to act and then you add liquor on top of it, don't pass on that.
Deadly combination. People be adding up once that liquor get involved, boy.
Turn into a whole different person.
I was just about to say that they turn into a whole different person. Facts.
That's how I look with like. I low-key like to see people in different states before I do like lock in kind of like like,
let me see how you like over there. Let me see how you act over there. Okay. Yeah.
Are you shroom friendly?
Am I what?
Shroom friendly?
Shroom friendly? Nah, I don't do nothing.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I don't be doing. Nah, I never have. Nah. Yeah, I done smoke like I done smoked before. I done drank like, but nah, like shrooms and stuff like that. Nah, but I know people like. My friends have done it before, but
it's not for everybody. Yeah, I'm never going. Go.
Yeah, nah, and I respect everybody that has their vices. Like I don't look down on nobody who smokes or drinks or does, whatever, what I'm saying, they choose to do. I don't look down on anybody that does it. I don't look at you like any different type of way. It's just personally what I choose to,
I only ask because to me, I view shrooms as like an introspective. So it's like, I mean, of course you can use it recreationally, but like I do think I always gain more knowledge when I do it. So I be asking people. Some people have stories.
Yeah.
Just learn things from it.
Yeah. No, I've heard that too. Like people have like their different experiences with it as well. Yeah, I've heard that.
But yeah, that was tying into seeing people act something. I always say shrooms either gonna tell on you or it's gonna tell on somebody else. Yeah.
Tell on you.
It's gonna tell you about yourself.
Oh, okay, got you.
Not like you gonna be just telling. I mean,
got
some
you.
people do. I've been around people that don't know how to handle their but like, if you're not, basically like you're gonna see whatever your mindset is at. That's why I don't ever recommend nobody taking them if they're like mentally not stable or like they're just angry that they you're not gonna go. It's not like a blunt like.
So you kind of got to be at peace with it.
Yeah,
when you do it.
You gotta work with strength. So it's gonna work against you. And that's why people be having bad trips because they don't know how to like ground themselves in their trip. That's why they be overwhelmed. But like being around the wrong company, it'll make you feel like you gotta guard yourself. Like, especially if you're a more like energetically receptive person versus being around somebody who just don't view shit. Like, I'm energetic sober. So it's like if I'm picking up on vibes, then I add shrooms on top of it. I prefer not to bring people that like don't already align with themselves. Definitely interesting.
Do you have a story?
I have it. Oh my goodness. But I definitely had some that like people ended up like starting to like me and like, but they didn't tell me until we was on the shrooms. But I'm thinking we're friends, and I don't really like that only because I usually prefer usually be straight up with me for one, but two, like I like to know your intentions behind how you trying to carry shit because it's like I don't like being lusted over. I don't like being perceived as something else, especially because I do like to view people as people first. Like I'm not about to view you as somebody who's like a potential if you ain't even there. So it's like I am gonna see how you is as a friend, shit like that before I just sit there and cake up and be like, oh yeah, I like that. Nah. And then to do it on shrooms and just don't. I feel like there's different intents behind it. Yeah, if I just get to read, like I said, if I get to read somebody too deeply, I usually end up telling them about themselves and then cutting them off. Because it's just like me, I am an expressive person. I feel like, shit, some people need to know that. And I'd rather be a time moment and cut your ass off than sit there and be uncomfortable and still try to be cool with you.
Right. Knowing what you know.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And because too, I mean, there's moments like I was in a restricted mindset and I wish I had somebody telling me like, yo, you're acting this way because of X, Y, and Z. Like, not to say I'm just speaking for everybody, but like, I usually got a pretty good judge of character and be able to speak on shit, and I'm not around people that like I just don't know shit about. So like, it'd definitely be interesting though, for sure.
So I want to ask you a question. So do you feel like it kind of like bounces off of what you were saying? So like, do you feel like, so when you say like people low key like you, or we're talking about like guys?
Oh,
okay. So like, do you feel like guys and girls can just be friends majority of the time?
If intentions are set early on, because I do think some people like I do have guy friends that are just guy friends, like, and even girls that are just girlfriends, like. But I've also had some of both that ended up wanting more later on, but I wasn't aware of the intentions off rip. And so like, I definitely think it's possible. I just think, like I said, it's all about intentions. Like, it can sound good, but if you truthfully know your intentions, then like, you know how you're gonna carry something. So it's like if I know I'm associated with somebody who could potentially be a suitor, probably not gonna be your friend because like, that just it don't mix.
Right. Like, the attention always gonna be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can definitely relate on things, you know what I'm saying, be cool. But from a distance, like I wouldn't be close to somebody like that because then like it's not gonna be friends anymore. So it's just like it really just depends. Like, but I definitely think it's possible. Like I said, I just think it's a respect thing too, because some people genuinely just are friends. Like so it's like that too, but that's it. Intention. Intention's everything. Like that's really gonna be like the end all be all, like determination of if niggas is friends or not. Like shit, if you intend to be somebody's friend, that's exactly what you do.
Right.
If you intend to be something else, then you gonna put in the effort to be that. So
I feel like with time though, like everybody eventually, like if you spend enough time with somebody, like you gonna like that person.
partially agree with that. But what if they're not your type?
Mm.
And you know, like, so you have friends you spend time with,
Mm-hmm.
but they're your friends for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You end up liking them.
I mean, I don't really spend time. Honestly, like I don't really spend time with women that are just like that. I just see like as a friend, because I feel like at some point, like either I'm gonna catch feelings for you or you gonna catch feelings for me, and that's usually how it happens.
So you don't have a female friend.
Nah, I can't really say like I can't really.
Falling for your female friend.
I mean, I'm a lover. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a lover. So like yeah, but I feel like it can go both ways. Yeah, because I feel like I said, when you spend enough time with somebody, it's like it's natural for you to be like, I don't know, I kind of want to see like more out of this person. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can definitely understand that. I'm not just cooling it with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right, right.
Nah, I've never been that kind. I'm not gonna lie. I really do my circle small anyway, though.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really, like I said, because it's very easy for the guys to lust over me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do a lot of things that they put me in the light of being seductive,
Mm-hmm.
a woman at that. So it's like, it's hard to decipher what the intentions of a guy is. So I really don't feel like putting my efforts into figuring that out. So I just be like, fuck it. I'd rather just pull it in my little old circle. And even that, like, women too, like, I've been friends with women that, because they know that I go both ways, have wanted to experiment with me. And I don't like that either. Yeah, I don't like that either, because like I said, I'm not an object. I don't like to be objectified, nor do I like to be a tally in somebody's book to be like, oh yeah, like, I don't like that. Yeah. Especially growing my platform more and more, it's harder to see people that tell. So.
Got you, for sure. Yeah, I would say like I kind of want to retract a little bit. I say like I do have the friends that I have that are women, like we're kind of like in the same industry. So like I have like friends that are like models that are women. Okay. So I can say that. Yeah.
So you can only be friends with women that have similar passions.
In a way. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you could say that. But I feel like even I don't know, it just depends. Cause like if we have similar like passions, then it may like make me more attracted to you in that regard too. It's tricky, man. It's tricky, man. I mean, it's tricky.
Like, I definitely think.
I feel like you got to give him a fit check too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fit it down. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. You gotta cook.
Oh yeah. Saying it's on slight, man. It's on slight. Saying it's on slight, man. Little poems.
Go ahead, cook.
I'm saying just on slight, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a Tati production, so you know I had to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because she fitted up, so I had to come proper. Saying little poems. You know what I'm saying? Little Wayne cropped it myself. Little Wayne gravity. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. Little 90s vibes with the bandana. Nothing crazy. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Look. You know what I'm saying? Little ring watch. Nothing crazy. You gotta accessorize. Your rings go crazy too.
Yeah, cause I actually just got these from my nanny. When I'm at the cabin.
Nice. You said from who?
My grandma.
Got you.
Hispanic. Yeah.
Different verbiage. Got you.
For sure.
Understood. Understood.
Listen, I know, not even to sound like picky, but I am picky as fuck. Like, I'm very selective because I know what I don't want my energy around. So it's like I do that. Bless you. I do got a lot of non-negotiables when it comes to like what I just want around. Like, because like I can't really say I don't really fuck with somebody that's like OD friend. Like, what's your mind? I'm not gonna say I'm protective, but I don't like to share. So it's like me personally, I feel like me and someone else, there's no separation of how we're being treated. There's an issue of how I'm supposed to be a person. So it's like if you don't know how to decipher boundaries with someone else.
So what's like an example of being too friendly?
A woman feeling comfortable enough to do things that's in front of her. Women know boundaries. In the most light way of saying it, like women know what they're doing. Because we as a woman, I can say that. That's like if a guy see a guy doing something, you know that he basically like trying to compare dick size type of shit. But like in reality, like a girl might not think it's that the other. Same way girls will see that shit. Like I feel like if you're my partner, you should be able to know what's suitable and what's allowed and what's cool and what's not. Because like, don't get me wrong, I'm a very friendly, outgoing person, so I can't sit there and say I don't expect you to be with somebody that's just as friendly, flirtatious, OD and dragging, associated with people that like you messed with in the past. What do you think about that?
Or what?
You think you could be in contact with people that you messed with in the past with someone else? Like you get someone and
I think it kind of like depends, honestly, because I feel like you can be I feel like you can be respectful to both parties. Like you can be respectful to your partner, and I feel like you can also be respectful to, like, we'll just say, the other woman that you had, relations with or history with. I feel like you can be respectful to both, to where like you can respect your partner but also not be like rude, or like not even acknowledge like the person as a person. Because I like, me personally, like, no matter like the history that I had with somebody, like I just look at them as like another person. So like, even if you're my ex, or like even if we had any type of history, like I can have a mindset where it's like, okay, yes, I know I have history with this person, but once we kind of like separate from that, like I just look at you as like another person. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you. I do hear
It's looking like you ain't messing with that.
I hear you. Like everybody's different, and I do think it depends on how things ended, and I do think it depends on how things are carried. Like I do agree with when you said like you can still respect your person and still not be rude to your ex or anything like that. Like I don't think there's a necessity for being rude. Like I don't think you need to be rude to have a boundary set. But I wouldn't want my person having communication like just willy nilly with somebody in the past. I do feel like everybody got their season, and if you holding on to that season, I just feel like there's gonna be a clash at some point. It'll get messy. Like I said, women know women. Like I just am, like I said, roles reversed. I just wouldn't want it done to me. So like, I don't like to do anything that I wouldn't want done to myself, especially if I can't be there to figure out. Nor do I want to be there to figure out what it is. Like I try to write that shit off the table because like I mean, yeah, people spend time. You got different bonds and stuff. Like I said, if it's ended respectfully and openly, and like it was really just a mutual understanding, then I might not mind. Because like also like y'all knew y'all just want good for each other, and then it's like okay, respect. But then like also like you wanted it to work still, even then it's like, especially if it's like if you're not the one that ended, but you still the one to keep in contact. Like I definitely had that happen to me. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like it. Yeah. Because I just, like I said, I think it's boundaries. I think it's the intent behind the friendship. Like if it's, I feel like people know if it's holding on to the past because you like one foot in, one foot out versus you just solely respect them as a person. Like, you just care about them as a person. Like, I do understand you can have like care for someone that you built the foundation with, but like if you know that the foundation went deep enough to stay or circle back, I ain't gonna be in no triangle. So it's like,
I feel that. I feel that for sure. Yeah, me personally, it's just like, I don't know, like I can still respect you as a person. Like even like I said, like even if you're an ex or like somebody I have history with, like just not, cause like let's say like I'm out with my lady and like my ex or like somebody that I have history with like comes up, like we're at the same like event or something, like I'm not just gonna ignore that person like just because we're like in the same space, and just because me and this person got history, like I'm not about to be rude to this person or like treat them a certain way or like ignore them. Like I'm gonna still like hey, what's up, whatever, like, but it ain't gonna be nothing like outside of that.
Lighthearted compliment is that's not bad. Like, that's some grown shit. Like, I'm sorry, niggas is grown, sitting there being like, why did you talk that? We're all in the same space. That's not realistic. Like, if you're approaching, if you're going out your way, to me, I think everybody can cook. To me, I feel like if you are going out your way to initiate conversation when you're with your significant other, that would throw me for a loop. Like, only because like if you were out with me and my significant other ended up going to pursue a conversation with their past, like especially if I'm not with you, kind of thing. Like, it's like, oh, I'm about to go talk to them real quick.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I just,
if it's just in passing, it got to be like in passing.
Like, if they approach you, cool.
Yeah.
Even if you saying you want to have that conversation, but if I'm not included in this conversation, you're initiating it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you have that conversation.
Nah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Now, like I said, you getting approached, I'm not gonna awkwardly like go and be like, I'm not the type to be rude to another woman because like me personally, I'm not. It's never worked that way. Like I said, that's a human.
Right.
That's a human. It's just I feel like situations, as long as it's respect on all ends, I don't really give a damn. So, it just gotta make sense, and it gotta be something that like my partner wouldn't want reciprocated to them.
I feel like it's also important to know your partner too and know their intentions, because like if you're looking at it like, oh, they're talking to this person because they trying to play in my face or whatever, but the whole time like, nah, your person is just a kind person who talks to, they might just be a sociable person who's just kind to everybody. And so if you're looking at it more so like, oh, they're doing it for this reason, or they trying to play in my face, or they don't respect me, whole time it could just be, if you know your person, you could have more of a mindset of like, instead of it looking at like that in a more negative light, you could look at it like, well, nah, I know my person. Like I'm secure with the person that I'm with, and I know like that's not their intentions. Like they're just a kind person who's just sociable. So I'm not expecting them to ignore this person or act mean to this person, because that's not them. You know what I'm saying? They would be going outside of who they are to act like that. So I feel like that's important too. It's like just knowing your person as well.
That's definitely why I think foundation is a big thing. Because like when you take the time to build a foundation, it feels harder to break it, or feels like it's less possible for it to get broken by someone, something like etc. Like if you're intentionally trying to build something that gives you that reassurance that like your person's your person, so you won't have to like worry about this shit. Like I know definitely I'm not good for it, but like I've had my moments of my insecure moments of like really being too over analytical of it, and it ends up being a negative thing. So like I definitely think learning your person helps for sure. Like because then of course you can definitely like box your person in your significant other in if you don't have those conversations, if you don't express those things, or like give them the space to show them or show you that they're different. Like definitely have to learn that for sure, because like I'll be quick to write somebody else. Like, I definitely be quick, but it has to make sense now. Like I'm more open to like seeing stuff because everybody is different. So it's just like shit.
So do you feel like your mindset is like more open, like when it comes to like if a situation happens like that, are you like, no, this is what it is, or like do you have more of an open mind? Like if you have a situation like that, and let's say you and your partner are discussing it, and are you coming from more so of a place of like understanding where you're more open to it, or like are you more closed minded to where it's like, nah, this is how I feel about this situation, this is what it is, this is how I see it, and this is what I feel like you were doing, versus like, now let me have more of an open mind, and no, you're good, let me have more of like an open mind and hear my person out and kind of see like where they're coming from, like, and give them a chance to like explain maybe their intentions that could be different from how you see it and from your perspective.
I definitely think I'm a mix of both. Like I'm always, like I said, I'm a very expressive person, so I'm definitely going to express how something made me feel. But I also can separate my feelings and know that my feelings is not always the reality of things, and I can respect my person enough to know that like I can wait for explanation. Like I can wait before like overreacting. Honestly, like I can definitely have my feelings in a bunch of everything, like and express them. I think if I'm with the right person, I can get that reassurance and also an explanation, and it could be just an open space for both. But I think two things can exist at once. So like, I do feel like I would still express it, but at the same time, I still would give my person the open ability to be able to express what the intentions was behind their actions. Because I don't think shit could look way different to both of us. So it's like, and I know based on my past traumas, like that can change how I view things. So it's like I do give the space to explain, as before I did not. Like if it looked like that, it was that. I'm not gonna hold you like, but I also don't
And that's growth too. That's good.
For sure. But it definitely, I don't just be like on some little shit like, oh, you're talking because I want how like, nah, it gotta really make sense for me to feel the need to speak on things. Because I'm gonna analyze 20 times before I even talk about it. So it's like, if I really feel the need to express it, something got fucked up.
Yeah.
But I do think that being with the right person and allowing like the space to have that conversation, allowing somebody to reassure me, but also tell me like that wasn't that. I still should be able to get the same space to like give them that safe space to express themselves. Like I do think it's warranted on both ends to feel safe. So it's like like I definitely be patient without explanation. I'm gonna just say that lighthearted, but it depends for sure.
That's very important to have for both parties to create that space where you can like have your perspective, but then also come from a place of like wanting to understand the other person's perspective as well, and just having that safe space where you can have your perspective, but then also be open to the other person's perspective and also be willing to hear them out. I think that's very important.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I definitely had to learn like it's a difference between talking to feel heard, and then it's a difference between talking to like have a conversation. Like when I found out that difference, I was like, damn, like I really ain't. I'm really not delivering how I expected, or how I thought I was. So like really taking the time to find the words that I want to say has definitely changed how I communicate and stuff like that. Because before, like I would just feel like my feelings. If I feel this way, then it is that. Like, it's so much deeper than that, and so like it can be 50 other things. Like, and once you start thinking more like selflessly, like you have to realize like there could have been hella elements that came into that thing and made somebody happen. So it's like I had to take myself out of the equation to kind of really just see like somebody see how they act.
Yeah, and everybody's feelings are valid. Like within the conversation, like your partner's feelings are valid, your feelings are valid, and it's important to feel like you can have like your feelings and still like be productive in the conversation without letting your feelings like overtake the conversation. So
I definitely like shit. I got a podcast to make people feel heard. At least I can make my partners feel heard as well.
Yeah.
That's something that like I don't play about. Like I do feel like everybody should leave a conversation feeling heard, feeling justified, feeling like validated, like at any point. Like even if it is something that I am expressing my feelings, if I made my partner feel kind of way, I would still expect them to like not even expect, but I would hope that they have the same open space or feel the same safe space enough to express themselves in that.
Absolutely.
I definitely think it's time and place too, though. Like, do you feel like you're open to, like, say your partner's expressing something to you? Do you feel like time and place matters when it comes to you expressing your feelings then and there, or is it more of a like, are you like just a conversation's a conversation, I can express it at any time, or do you feel like it's a time and place that you should express yourself with your partner expressing yourself or expressing themselves too?
Nah, that's actually a great question. I feel like that kind of ties in with like just intentionality. I feel like it's definitely a time and place for like certain conversations, especially if it's more serious. Because also too, like I'm big on not always having to address things like in the moment and kind of like allowing me and my partner to kind of like get our thoughts together and kind of like think about how we want to approach the conversation and like kind of meet each other where it makes sense. And also too, like depending on the situation, a lot of times like when it's more serious issues or things that are happening in a relationship, like your emotions are on high, like so being able to like come down from those emotions and come from like a more level-headed mindset, I think is very important. Because like when emotions involve, like you could say things that you don't necessarily mean, or like when your emotions are involved, like you might not be in like a clear like headspace to get your thoughts across and to kind of articulate your words how you would if those emotions were like more tempered. So I feel like it's very important for like, even if y'all got to take a little bit of space from each other and like, even if it's like of 30 minutes or, it could be like, we'll revisit this the next day, and kind of like come at it where it's like emotions are, level, and you've had time to think about it, I've had time to think about it, and we can kind of like come together with our thoughts and our words more collected. And yeah, I feel like that's very important. And also too, another aspect to that is to communicate that as well. Like you don't want to just like ghost your partner or like take that time that you need and not communicate it. Yeah, like don't just leave your partner in the dark. Like you got to communicate like, hey, like this is kind of like how I'm feeling. I feel like for the betterment of the situation, for our relationship, let's just kind of take some time to get our thoughts together. And I have no problem revisiting this like in a little bit, tomorrow, whatever. But communicating that is, I feel like, is very, very important, and not just leaving your partner in the dark. And that was actually my other non-negotiable. I'm glad we kind of tied that in. Was like not being able to communicate. Like that's major for sure. Like
you think you've always been able to communicate the way that you want it, or the way that you want it?
Nah, like I like I said, like everything I feel like is just growth. Like as you get older, as you experience life, you just kind of like just hone in on, just who you are as a person and how you show up in life, how you show up in relationships. You just kind of like, sharpen your skills and just sharpen yourself as a person, like as you experience life. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, man.
But you look young as hell.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm 22.
I didn't think that.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like when I ask people, like, cause I'm always curious, and they're always like 22.
Like 23, no, 23 to like 25.
As long as I don't look 29 or 30, we good. I'd rather look younger than older. Like
my sister's 30. She don't
really.
Like,
nah, I've seen people that are younger that look older. They just look more mature. I see.
They just an angry bird. I usually want to don't age bird.
Angry bird.
They be bitter. Like, I ain't never seen no graceful ass person. Like when they see themselves, they like, especially if you're never.
Okay.
I definitely think you're.
I like that. Yeah.
When you're not at your best, or like shit, even if you're not you.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
absolutely. Yeah, your body gonna show it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Nah, health is very important. Without health, you don't have anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like, to the sense of like taking care of yourself, that's not negotiable. I'm not about to teach them.
Oh, that's another non-negotiable for you. Is your health? Oh yeah.
For sure.
I'll add that to my list too. For sure.
I feel like I said, it's common sense and common courtesy. But like, some people have it, so it's not as common. So I really got to like my list been growing.
Yeah.
People just get dumber.
Right. It's like as you experience somebody like, you know what? I'm gonna add that to the list. Yeah, let me add that to the list. I feel that. I feel that.
Let's go wrap it up.
Okay.
I always end with affirmations.
Okay.
First and foremost, I would like to thank you so much for being on the channel. I appreciate this little chit chat.
Absolutely, I appreciate you for having me.
Oh, thank you. You're great with your articulation for sure. So I commend you for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Communicate yourself very well. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
And obviously, you do your thing. So
thank you.
Flowers back.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just trying to be the best version of myself, man. That's all. Just trying to make myself, seen and try to put myself out there as best as possible. Yeah.
You're gonna make it far.
I appreciate that. Just trying to make mama proud. Trying to make something out of myself.
You're doing it actively.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. But y'all already know, if y'all haven't heard it today, I love you. We love you. You guys tell me you love them.
Oh, I love y'all too. Yeah. We love you. Yeah, as a collective, me and Tati, we love everybody. For sure.
Know that y'all are worthy of having all the non-negotiables in the world. So you deserve somebody that's going to fill your cup, fill your list, and all that and more. Know that you're worthy of shit being loved to the fullest. Know that you're worthy of being communicated with, shit, and considered, and comprehended and understood. So just choose your people wisely and know that you're worth the patience of somebody waiting to get to know you. And appreciate y'all. It's been real, y'all. Appreciate y'all for listening. All that good stuff.
Tune in. Don't ever tune out. Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all. That was dope. I like